Well, hello my friends, and welcome back to the driveway. Yes, my driveway. And here it is, my BMW R1100s in yellow. It's a 2000, and there is a bit of a story behind this wonderful bike. It's the reason why I speak of it so often, because of the story behind it. Bought it in '99, and my first bike was a Suzuki Katana, black and purple. And then I went to a Kawasaki ZX6, and then I jumped up to a BMW R1100T, which is a touring model, power window and all the luggage and cassette deck, no CDs back then. And then this model, I saw it in a magazine, I knew it was coming out, went crazy, thought the other one was a little more than I needed. I didn't really sport and tour anywhere, I just drove around locally. And I ordered it. I was the first one in my home state of Rhode Island to get this bike from Ray Z's, who was a BMW dealer, the only one in Rhode Island. And I love this bike. And words couldn't describe the joy of finally getting the bike, because I went through a lot of bikes. My dad, who was a rider, he rode Triumphs. He used to joke about, "Where's your new bike?" Because I was coming in with a new one, and I would say, "This is the bike, Dad. I finally got the bike." And about a year and a half later, I guess right around late 2000, I lost my job. And my job was kind of like gig work you have today, 1099. I was a delivery driver, driving all the time, always blowing through cars. That's my car behind it there. Always blowing through a car with too many miles. I used to drive 200, 250 miles a day, delivering to Cape Cod and everywhere. I used to deliver film for Kodak. And when you had the 24-hour turnaround, you drop your film off and come back in 24 hours, your film will be developed. You go back and get your pictures. I was the guy picking up the film and bringing in the pictures, the 24 hours every day. It was a 7-day job, believe it or not. And no vacations, nothing. I was there for years. I might have been 10, 15 years when they laid me off. And I think digital, right around then, digital was coming around. The film cut themselves in half. And they ended up keeping just family members for the job. We tried to do pharmaceuticals. We went back and forth with different things to try and deliver, but it faded out. And because of the type of work it is, like today, 1099 work, I couldn't collect. I couldn't collect at all. I was behind only a month and a half, maybe 2 months with the bike when they came to get it. And I learned just after they took it that BMW, who I financed it through, I had a BMW ZX3 convertible. At the same time, I had two BMWs. That's how good the credit was. It was no money down on either of them. And I had a convertible BMW and I had this bike. So I found out they're lenient and they would have worked with me, and they never call you, they expect you to call them. I didn't know to that point, it was too late. The bike was gone. They took it on a bed. And to make matters worse, about 2 cities over, driving and delivering, it was in the window of a used car bike dealer. Just sitting in the window, I could see that they bought it at the auction, stuck it there for someone else to take. And then it disappeared for good. And I knew someday I would be back on my feet and I would get it back. And what happened was the dealer found it in Colorado out of nowhere. I wasn't even looking. And then they said, "We think you found your bike." And I said, "I'll take it." And I had to ship it back here from Colorado, back here to Rhode Island. And it came in this perfect shape. Whoever delivered it, they worked for Mecha Auctions, I think, did a great job delivering it. But here it is. They've had it for months. That's why I kept talking about it, because it needed some parts. When I sat on it, my feet didn't touch the ground, all right? Because you can see it's on a center stand right now. There's a little story behind this. What happened was, let me show you the bike on a walk around here. One of the first bikes to have the exhaust come out the back under the seat. You can see it has a floating swing arm. See it? Nothing, looks like nothing is actually holding the wheel on, because it's shaft drive, not chain. And the shaft holds the wheel on this side. Everything's on one side. So what happened was, I went to go look at the bike because it was delivered. I went to go check it out, and it's got ABS brakes too. I just remembered that. And let's go around this way. What happened was, I went to go sit on the bike. I went to sit on it, and I couldn't touch the ground. I said, something's wrong with the bike. I don't think I shrunk, And the mechanic who was busy. So I took off and went home. I said something. He calls up and he says, we noticed something. Let me back this up. The center stand is missing because it won't work. It won't touch the ground. The bike was lifted. The guy who had it all this time replaced the suspension front and rear with a expensive, super tough extended suspension. The guy must have been a super tall dude. That's what we're guessing, and heavy along with that. And because of that, the center stand was missing. I couldn't fit on it. So we looked for used parts. He let me get used parts. And I went on eBay and found the suspension in front, had it shipped to the dealer, and they put them in for me. Then we got the center stand, which took a long time to get. And we put it back on, and the bike is back as it was. And I took it home Saturday. And I know this isn't a motorcycle channel, but this is a very emotional part of my past, getting this bike back. And yeah, that's all. It's just a quick video. I absolutely love it. It's an 1100. Let me show you one thing. It's got luggage. It's got luggage that goes on right here. I'm going to show you how cool that luggage is. Let me pause the camera and go get it. I'm going to show you that right now. All right, here is the luggage. This is a little marked up. Doesn't match the rest of the bike for sure. How clean it is. But just snaps in here. All right, see it? It holds a helmet, holds any kind of thing you want in there. You slam it down, turn the key, it's locked in. All right, let's go back. And I'll show you the luggage, how nice it is. There it is. I got one, obviously for either side. And yeah, so now I can make little runs to the store if I need to. And I keep it off. It's a little extra weight that you don't need. And that yellow part in the back that makes it look like a cafe racer pops off if you need to put a passenger. And so yeah, that is the quick and easy story of my BMW R1100s. I absolutely love this bike. Even if I got another bike, I'm keeping this one. It's such a memory tied to it that it's just one of those things that will probably stay with me forever. Anyway, guys, I know this isn't the type of content I do, but I did want to share this story with you. If you want to see my car quick, my Ultima, I'll show you my stickers. Check that out. I got a little Gundam peeker there. I got one back here. Here's my Dream Theater sticker. And I got another one peeking out right there. So there we go. All right, guys. All right, let's wrap this up. Okay, let's put this down. Don't want to get anybody dizzy. There we go. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for hearing my story. I appreciate it. Next video will be something paint related, of course. But to get this out of the way, I did. I shared my story with you guys. Thank you for hearing me out. You guys are absolutely the best. God bless you all. Please like the video, even though it's not my typical video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Many more to come. I try to do 2 videos a week, and I've been keeping my promise so far. And yeah, thanks a lot. Join my Patreon if you want to chat with me directly. And yeah, that's all. Have a wonderful day. It's beautiful weather here today. We're going to go take this out right now as I say goodbye. See you later, guys. Have a good one.